So coming to the back of your mat and bringing the big toes together to touch. Knees open wide. Yeah, just start to walk here. Walk your hands toward the top of your mat. Forehead melting down. And just begin to notice your breath here. Notice what's showing up right away for you, just as you come into stillness. Breathing in and out through your nose. Notice the thoughts coming across your mind, and those thoughts are how we speak to ourselves. These words sort of dictating the expectations of how the next 45 to 50 minutes are going to go. See if you can just let that go on to the by side and invite a little bit more of that space between the soft. Take 3 clearing breaths all together here just to sync up. Let your big inhale come in through the nose. Fill all the way up and then open your mouth like you're fogging up a mirror. Let it go. 2 more just like that. Full inhale. And exhale, let it go. Last full breath in here. Filling every bit of you up. Feel the ribs expand, the back body expand. Open the mouth. Let it all go. Empty yourself completely. Now begin breathing in and out through your nose. Notice just a little bit more heat generating there. You might even have a little bit of a ujjayi breath starting to form with a slight constriction in the back of your throat. Sounds a little bit like the ocean. Begin to walk your fingertips over to the left of your mat, coming off of the mat onto the floor. Place your right hand on top of the left and really draw the right hip back, feeling that spread between your ribs and your intercostal muscles. Take a deep, full breath in. And let it go. Walk the fingertips through center and over to the right. Try to keep the chest nice and low. Left hand places on top of the right. Left hip draws even further back. Breathe it in. And let it go. Walking the fingertips to center. Spread the fingers wide. Commit the palms to the mat. Commit all 10 fingertips to the mat. Inhale, begin to tuck the chin to the chest and lift the shoulders up over the wrists. When you get to the top, look ahead. Tip the tailbone back and rock the hips back toward the heels, maybe walking the knees in. And keep this movement going. Catch that wave. Inhale, lifting it all the way up, rounding into the upper left. Lift your gaze, tip the tailbone high and rock it on back. Good, keep that going. Maybe 2 or 3 more. It's inviting that sort of fluid movement, fluid strength. Keeping all 10 of your fingertips really actively pressing down, gripping into the mat. And on this last one, your last time coming down, tuck the toes under and let the hips come back to the heels, inviting the soles of the feet to stretch and activate. Forehead might come down to the mat one last time. Gathering yourself, gathering your stillness, breathe it in. Open the mouth again, let it go. Inhale, lift your weight onto your hands and your knees. Line up your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Take your right hand and place it just the back of your hand right there on the small of your back, and notice if it feels like you have like a dip there. See if you can draw the belly button in and lengthen through the tailbone. Keep that activation, feeling the belly button tuck in, and now take that right hand back to the floor. Spread the collarbones, lift your gaze toward the front edge of the mat. Active table, really neutral spine. And then we'll begin to move through our cat and cow. With your inhale, drop the belly, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. Exhale to tuck and round, really drawing the spine up, drawing the scapula away from each other. Inhale again, dropping through the belly into your cow pose. And exhale, tuck and round. One more round just like this, and then we're going to add some organic movement into this breath. That organic movement for you might be big circles with the hips. It might look a little bit more like taking a C curve to the spine, looking over one shoulder to the next. Whatever it feels good to you, it doesn't even have to look good, right? Like just starting to wake up the front body, the back body, sides of your waist and your hips. Moving with your breath. Every time you inhale, thinking about opening through the chest and expanding, and every time you exhale, rounding and drawing in. Take about 2 more cycles of breath here. Start to make your way back to that neutral spine. And again, if it helps you to place that hand in the small of your back to find that really nice long spine, go ahead and do that. Find that space and then take the right foot behind you. Aim the toes down toward the floor. Keep pressing through the back of the heart. Press through the shoulders into your palms and dial those right toes down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Look ahead. Maybe you lift that foot a little higher. Exhale. Round the knee into the chest. Inhale. Press it out long. Exhale, take that right knee, hug it to that right tricep, finding a little bit of an oblique curl here. Nice job. Inhale, press it out nice and long. Exhale, take it to center again. Inhale, really lengthen. And exhale, curl it to that right tricep, maybe lift and touch. Inhale, press it back once more. And exhale, round. This time as you press that right leg long, sweep the left leg out. Coming into a supported side plank, your right arm reaches up to the sky. And it might feel nice to bend into that right knee, coming into a little Shavasana. Grabbing the top of the foot, kicking into it, and then maybe shifting your gaze up a little. Breathe here. Keeping hold of that right foot, slide your hand up the shin toward the knee as you round that knee in to the chest. Nice job. From here, just guide that foot to the top of your mat. You're coming into a low lunge as you see the left foot behind you. Fingertips prop you up, center your heart. And if you like, you can keep your hands there, or you can take them up overhead as you lift through the chest, lifting the low belly in and up, and relax your shoulders. Find that breath. One more inhale, see if you can reach a little taller. And on your exhale, let the hands come to the mat. Lift up your left knee and step the right foot all the way back. Long and strong plank pose here. Really doming out the upper body. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Feel that belly button draw in toward the spine, and then soften the heart toward the top edge of the mat. Breathe it in here. On your exhale, hug the elbows to the ribs, stop halfway. Inhale, press it up. And exhale, lower down halfway. And then come all the way to the earth, untuck the toes. Inhale to lift into cobra. It can be low, medium, or high. Just keep the elbows glued to the ribs and micro bend. Another breath in to expand through the chest. Exhale, come on down. Let's curl the toes. Press the hips back to child's pose. Exhale. From here, toes are tucked under. Feeling all that length in your spine and the palms committed to their place on the mat. Try to keep as much length here in your spine as you slowly just straighten the legs. The tips of your tailbone just reach as high. They might not even straighten all the way. Take another breath in. And exhale, roll forward, finding that table pose. Maybe a little bit more organic movement here, still just kind of getting acquainted with your day, your mat, your practice today. And then we're going to come into the other side. Really digging the palms down, finding that length in the low back, extend the left heel out. And if you're working here and you're like, want just a little bit more, you can always add that right arm lifting off of the mat here. We didn't do it on the other side, but you're welcome to try it here. Take another breath in, lengthen up through the crown of the head and the tip of your heel. Exhale, round the knee in, press up through the spine. Inhale, press it forward. Exhale, take that left knee to the left tricep, curl it in. And inhale, press it long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press it long. Last one to the tricep. See if you can really make contact. Inhale, press it long. And exhale, rounding it under. From here, we're coming into that supported side plank. Keep the right foot out to the side. Left arm reaches all the way up. And know that you can stay right here if you would like, or you can reach back for that left foot coming into your Shavasana variation. Kick into the foot, open to the front of the body. Nice little quad stretch, breathe into that thigh. And then again, try to keep that contact of your hand on your ankle, walking it up your shin, rounding the knee into the chest. And then gently guiding your left foot to the top of your mat, coming into that low lunge. Be right here. Get your hips nice and level. And then choose if you want to keep the hands down or take them up overhead. Finding that activation of pressing into that left heel and squeezing that right glute. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. And out. One more inhale. Exhale, both hands come down, curl the back toes and lift the knee. Step it back to your plank pose. Breathe in here and know that you can always drop the knees down here. Shifting the heart slightly forward. Exhale, lower down, elbows to the ribs, hold. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, lower down halfway. And come all the way down, untuck the toes, open it up into your cobra pose. Your hips can stay as low as possible here. Exhale, come on down, curl the toes. Downward facing dog. You can pass through child's pose along the way, getting that length again if you like. And getting into your down dog, let's hang out here for a moment. Find that balance between pressing your hands into the mat, your feet into the mat, and then lifting the tailbone up even higher. Can you let the head be heavy and the neck be loose? It doesn't even matter how bent your knees are. You're looking for more length in the waist and in the spine. Take 2 more very intentional breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Take another inhale, come high onto your toes. Shift your gaze up toward your thumbs. And as you bend deeply into the knees, find a little turbo dog stretch here. And then step your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Coming into a nice lazy ragdoll here. Feet are hip distance apart, grab hold of opposite elbows. Just sway. Feeling your feet sort of rooting down. If you can imagine little bits of light shooting down from your feet through the mat, through the floor, through the foundation of your home, whatever is beneath you. Connect deeply to the very center of that pull. Begin to release your fingertips to the ground. Feel the shoulders lift up into their sockets. Maybe you start to lift the spine into a halfway sort of flat back. And bend the knees as much as you need to feel the belly really kind of glue itself to your thighs. Scoop the belly button in and find more length and space into that low back. This is a really sort of isometric pull in. Lengthen the neck long. And exhale, find another deeper fold here. Lifting the hips high, letting the head go heavy. Inhale again, finding that belly glued to the thighs, halfway lift. And exhale, find a fold. This one, we're going to come into a full Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Let your fingertips come to your shins as a measuring point. Reach out through the crown of your head. And exhale, soften the knees and fold. Dig deeply into your heels. Begin to roll yourself all the way up to stand. Feeling the head lift last, take the arms up overhead. If you want to heel toe your feet together here, go right ahead, or you can keep them with a nice space in between. Letting the palms press into each other right in front of your heart. Feel the thumbs press into your heart. See if you can get a little taller. See if you can steady that breath just a little bit more, just like it was when we started. Begin to flutter your eyes open if they're closed. Sweep the arms wide and up high. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, as you sweep the arms wide, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhale one more time, arms spread wide and up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it all the way down, draw that prayer all the way to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, find your plank flow. Full breath in to hold this shape. Exhale to lower. You can take it all the way down or find your chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, flipping onto the tops of your feet. Exhale, take it all the way back, downward facing dog, moving with your breath. Take 2 inhales and exhales here. Maybe it's in stillness, maybe there's still a little bit of sort of energy you need to get out that doesn't belong. Next breath in, high onto your toes. Bend your knees deeply into that turbo dog. And exhale, step or float your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press down through the heels, come all the way up, stand so tall. And exhale, hands to the heart center, sit your hips back into a chair pose. Take a look down, make sure you can see your toes. If it helps again to recalibrate the small of your back, maybe take that right hand, come back, lengthen the tailbone down. Keeping your hands together in front of your heart, open the shoulders and your collarbones just slightly and sit your hips down even deeper. Taking that moment to settle in, think about your practice and what it means to you here. Maybe anything that's showing up that doesn't belong, anything that's showing up that you want to stay. Take another breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it all go. Try to keep all of your weight into your left heel. Slowly start to shift your right foot behind you here. You're just floating it. Your left knee stays pretty bent. Right toes stay down. This is a really slow movement. Nice job. We're just coming right back to that chair pose. Trying to isolate each little movement along the way. We're shifting the weight to the right. And shift that left leg back nice and slow. Pitching the weight forward. Nice one. Inhale, come all the way back. Sit the hips down really low. Inhale the arms up overhead. Again, lengthening through that tailbone. And on your exhale, lower the chest, sweep the hands back. Maybe let it out on the big sigh. Inhale, stand up so tall, straighten both legs. And exhale, find that arrow chair, sweep the hands back. Inhale, one more, stand up so tall. Exhale. Find a little cobra chest here as you keep the hands swept back, palms aiming toward each other. And slowly step that right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Nice job. You're coming into that arrow lunge. Squeeze the back leg. Check your balance here. Keep plugging that right hip even further into its socket. Let your breath begin to sweep the hands forward. Chest stays low. And now inhale, lift the chest. Press down to both feet. Beautiful job. Exhale. Left hand sweeps forward, down and back, coming into a nice open twist here to your left. If your shoulders are getting a little twerked here, open the palms to the sky, add a little bend to your elbows, spread the chest wide. Take another breath in. And now let this exhale take this twist to the floor, right hand to the mat. My cats are having a really grand time here. Left hand all the way open, really spread the chest open wide. And let that exhale, sweep that left hand down to the mat. Plant both hands, step the left leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog, nice and slow. If it would feel good in your body to bend that knee and open the hip and sort of let some of that tension go right ahead, or kind of keep that level hip for isolation. Be wherever you need to be. Take a breath. Let it go. We'll all begin to level out that hip. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. We did this before on our knees, so really see if you can come up a little higher, connect a little closer. Inhale, press it back. And take that left knee, tap that left tricep. Inhale, press it back and up. This time as you cross that knee under the body, fall to the inside of that right foot and take the right hand up to the sky. You can keep that left knee bent, or if you want to practice extending it, go right ahead, or you can even just bring it down to the ground. Whatever you need here. Breathe where you are. And let that exhale come back to center plank. Flow it through. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Take that full breath in, high onto your toes. Bend your knees and step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press down to the heels. Inhale right into that chair pose. Nice job. Relax those shoulders. Lengthen through the tailbone. Steady the breath in and out through your nose. Now as we switch from side to side again here, you can keep the hands up overhead or bring them back to your heart like we did the first time. This time starting as we shift the legs to the right. Slowly stay bent in the right knee, shift the left heel behind you. Go where you go while still keeping the hips level. As soon as the body kind of opens up, that's your body's way of saying, we don't need to go any further. Take another breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Shifting it right over to the left. Press the right foot behind you. Pitch the weight low. And come on back to center. Inhale, press it up tall, reach it high. Exhale, finding that arrow chair. Inhale, press it long. Exhale, Last one, inhale. And exhale. Stepping the left leg all the way back. Find that cobra chest, really extend through the heart. Tuck the tailbone. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other. And keep the chest low as you sweep those arms wide, reaching them up overhead, biceps by the ears. From here, inhale, lift the chest, take the arms up toward the sky. Breathe here, settle down. Inhale, reach it a little taller. Exhale, take that twist, open, left arm to the front, right arm to the back. Nice job, and find what you need here with those shoulders. If it is to bend the elbows, open the palms to the sky. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale, left hand slowly makes its way down to the mat. Right arm peels up to the sky. Open through the chest. Keep hugging that right thigh to the midline. Nice job, slowly rounding that right hand to the floor. And sweep the right leg all the way up and back. Press it long. Maybe you're finding some movement here in the hip. Maybe it's stillness, whatever you need. And now slowly begin to level out the hips. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, nice and slow. Inhale, press it out long. Chest press back. Exhale, take that right knee to the right tricep. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, crossing it under you. Falling to the inside of that left leg. Take the left hand to the sky, and you choose what to do with that right leg. Keep it hugged in, bent at the knee, or extend it long. Breathe it in. Exhale, come on back, center plank. Take your flow. Breathe it in high with the tail up to downward facing dog. Open the mouth and let it go. High onto the toes, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and step or float all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach those arms really high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe here. Notice the strength, the power. Notice the tailbone still creating more space, the heels kind of digging down beneath you. The breath filling up your entire being. Taking 3 salutes. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, reach them up high. Exhale, hands to heart. Once, twice more. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweeping the arms high, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, sit the hips down into your chair pose. Taking your breath here, lengthening the tail, shining the heart. Shifting the weight to the left foot, slowly begin to sweep the hands back behind you. Airplane the arms, sweep the right foot back. Big, strong warrior 3, right toes in straight down. And we're gonna come into 3 Kundalini squats here. So you can take that with your hands floating, or if you like, you can go ahead and bring your hands to the earth. What's gonna look like is your exhale, your right knee tucks behind the left knee, both knees bend. I'm gonna bring my hands to my heart. Inhale, sweep the hands back, open up into that airplane. 2 more just like that, squatting and drawing in. Inhale, press it back. Last one. And inhale, press it back. From here, drop those right toes all the way to the back of the mat, spin the heel down, warrior 2. Nice job. So check your alignment, front heel intersects the arch of the back foot. Feel the shoulders nice and loose. They don't really need to be doing a lot of the work here. Gazing strong past those left fingertips. Let your next exhale settle you a little deeper. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior 2. From here, we're coming into Skandasana. Take your left hand, slice it through the earth to the floor in front of that right foot. Right hand up toward the sky. Once more, sweep it back up, warrior 2. Inhale. And take it really slow descent. Skandasana, left hand plants, right arm sweeps high. Now the hands come together in front of the heart onto the ground, coming into Wide-legged forward fold. Hands under the heart, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, find your fold. Hands can come anywhere you like. You can try to lower the forearms to the earth. You can try to bring the hands to the outside of your feet or your ankles. Be with your breath. 2 more breaths here. Surrendering, letting go. Walk your hands underneath your heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Tuck that tailbone. Squeeze the legs. And then slowly begin to walk your hands to the top of your mat, coming into lizard lunge here. So you're going to heel to the left toes out to the side of your mat. They might even be rolling to the outside of your left pinky toe. You can keep the back knee lifted or come all the way down if you want to let the hips sink a little lower. There's also a really yummy variation of coming down into your forearms here. Feel free to take whatever you need, whatever your heart is calling you to do. Just getting into that sort of juicy left hip there. There might be a little bit of movement. Begin to walk up onto your hands if you've gone down to your forearms. Begin to bend into that right knee. So this might hurt your knees if you are like right on the tip of that kneecap. Try to slide your weight forward just to the top of that kneecap so that when you bend the knee, you're actually sort of on the base of that quadricep. So this is a really great strengthener of your hamstrings. Try to just curl that heel in toward the glute. Take 2 breaths trying that. And then sweep that left hand forward, open the twist, reach for those toes. Come into a nice chest opener here, maybe even kicking into the foot. Breathe through it. And exhale, release both hands to the earth. Rock the hips back as you start to heel to that left foot in. Maybe a few forward and back. Finding our sort of easy way into a really nice half split, maybe full split if your hamstrings still open enough. Wherever your practice is today. When you find a place to be, try to give a little bit more softness and structure to your breath there. Lengthening through the chest. The belly button draws in to reach out through the crown of the head. Now slowly begin to release. Come all the way forward, bending into that front knee. Lift the back knee as you tuck those toes, and we're going to come into a deeper Skandasana on this side. So what that's going to look like is walking your hands sort of toward the right of your mat. Bring that right foot, right heel to the ground. And now roll the right toes to the sky as you bring your butt all the way to the ground here. Yeah, nice. So from here, what is a really nice stretch to take is reaching that right hand toward that left ankle. And then take your left hand up and over toward the right toe. Coming into your sundial. The key here is to keep pressing into that left foot and then opening the chest underneath here. Breathe it in. And now breathe it out. Slowly release, come all the way up. Both hands frame the top of the mat. We're coming into that runner's lunge. Lift the hips, plant the hands. Sweep that left leg all the way up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Option to drop it all the way over if that's for you. Breathe in. Stretch the front body and then slowly make your way to plank. From here, you choose if you want to flow or just purposefully, intentionally take it back to your downward facing dog. Be there. Take a full breath in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose. This time, open the mouth, let it go. High onto the toes, bend the knees. Step or float both feet all the way up. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. And exhale, fold. Come all the way up, take those arms really high. Exhale, hands to the heart, chair pose. You guys hear my poor little baby cat? We've got some baby birds outside this window and she's just been watching them and meowing because she wants to eat them. Lengthen through the tailbone, find your strength here. And then slowly begin to pitch your weight forward. We're shifting over to the right leg now. Left leg behind. Finding that airplane pose. Open through the chest, press out through the heel and flex the toes down toward the earth. Finding those kundalini squats. Exhale, left knee tucks behind the right. Maybe the hands come to the earth. Maybe they come to your heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw it in. Last one, open it up. And draw it in, hold here. From here, step that left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Open it up, warrior two. Take that big breath in. Big breath out. Whew. Inhale. And with your exhale, taking that right hand back to the right, the left toes, open it up. Inhale up. Warrior two. And take it on back. Inhale up, warrior two, just finding that wave, catching the surf. Last one, take it back. And exhale, find that forward fold in the center. Wide legs. If you have an upside down practice, you can play around here. Be where you want to be. Just bring the breath along. Take about 3 more breaths here. If you're upside down, slowly bring the feet back to the ground. Let the next breath in really gather a little bit more. And then the next breath out, really surrender. Feel the head draw ever closer to the earth. Hands underneath the heart, lift and lengthen. And exhale, walk it toward the front of your mat. Both hands stay on the inside, finding that lizard. Stretch your right toes, aiming out. Maybe the hands, maybe the forearms. Lower the back knee. Find that space for you to release a little bit of that tension in the hips. If you are trying to open the chest more toward the sky or toward the light in front, really try to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Hugging the triceps in. Now gently begin to release. Maybe bending into the back knee, coming up onto your hands. Finding that really nice hamstring sort of activation. Really reach the toes up, heel toward the glutes. And now taking that right arm all the way up and over. Kicking into the foot, opening the chest. Breathe in. And exhale, releasing right hand to the ground. Lift the back knee, and here again we're finding, no, we're not doing that yet. We're rocking the hips back to our half split. Roll that right toes to the sky. Maybe there's a little bit of back and forth movement here, sort of getting into the hips. No, Carly, you're in the way. And then find that half split, rock the hips back, propping your chest up through the strength of your core, maybe the hands on the floor or blocks. 2 really intentional breaths in and out. Nice job. And now we're going to come on to the front. We're bending into that front knee, lifting the back knee, and coming into our sundial on this side. So opening the hips, sitting the hips all the way down as you roll those left toes to the sky. Left hand reaches for that right ankle. Right hand opens up to the sky. And you might just be reaching up here as you open that right knee. If you want, try reaching for those toes. Maybe there's a little bit of more openness for you. Breathe through it. Really feeling that stretch through the ribs. Wonderful job. Now let's slowly come on. Coming all the way forward. You might even prop yourself up with your hands behind you. Finding that runner's lunge. Choosing your path here, making your way all the way to downward facing dog. Maybe you need more movement. Maybe you want to go straight to that down dog. Maybe you want to take a little break in child's pose. Choose 3 breaths to spend in whatever shape you like. Beginning to make your way to downward facing dog. Take the hips all the way up and back. Full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Inhale high onto the toes. Bend your knees and step or float your feet to the top of your mat. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Exhale and fold. You're going to play with a little bit of crow pose here. So if playing on your hands is not something that you really love doing, you can heel toe the feet wide, take a break here in your malasana. Trying to stay present in the moment. If you want to work on your hands, take them forward, spread the hands wide, and now tuck the knees into the back of your triceps. Glue your body to your legs. Shift the weight forward, hugging one or both feet toward your glutes. You might feel a little wobbly. Try to dig the fingertips in even more. Hug the heels to your butt even more. And if you are flying, how would you like to try to exit? Maybe you're hopping back. Maybe you're trying to come down slowly onto your head. Breathe it in. Now slowly, we're all going to make our way to plank pose, chaturanga. To downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right leg high. Exhale, sweep it through. We're coming into pigeon pose. Right knee comes behind the right wrist. Use your left toes to sort of walk that left foot back. Try to keep your hips nice and level here. See if you can come up onto your fingertips and open through the heart slightly. Breathe here and decide where you want to go. Do you want to put your pigeon to sleep and try to lower the chest all the way down? Come into some of that surrender. You walk the hands all the way out. Or rest your head on your forearms. Finding the places that feel a little sticky, and can you send the breath there? Breathing in and out, nice and steady. Last inhale here. Slowly begin to walk up onto your hands. And to release yourself here, you're going to roll to the outside of that right hip. Melanie's been in my class before. She knows I love rocking my hips out. Sweep both feet out in front of you. Feet are as wide as the mat. Sort of puff up through the chest. Rock the knees side to side. I don't know if you guys can see my cats, but they're having a grand old time here, right in front of the camera. From here, we're going to travel to that downward facing dog, and if you want to challenge yourself, try to, maybe your hands could be lifted on blocks or something. Try to rock it forward. Walk your feet between you. This mat is not very good to play with that. Take a flow or just come on back to the down dog. Breathe in, take that left leg high. And slowly set it up on this side. Might feel a little different. Hips might float a little bit more on this side. Or if it brings any pain into your body for any reason, you can always take figure 4 on your back. Breathe where you are and decide where you want to go. Start to lower the hands if that's where you want to go, bringing the chest to the ground. Last breath here, really make it count. Start to gently come up onto your hands. Roll to the outside of that left hip, those feet sweeping out in front of you. Feet as wide as the mat. Prop your chest up, rock the knees side to side. From here, start to bring the feet together, knees out wide. Take a bow over here in your round ankle. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, see if you can hinge further forward, leading the heart. And on your way up, we're going to start to make our way down into our backs on the knees bent. You can take this really nice and slow, just kind of tucking the tailbone, reaching your fingertips further forward. Or you can just come all the way down. Really know that it's coming toward the end, so you get to move how you really want. Maybe kind of rock the knees up and over, side to side here. You want to come into a twist, take the arms out into a T. I like to press my palms into the earth. They give me a little bit more grounding. And then draw the knees toward the chest, take them over to the right. Let my gaze fall over to the left fingers. And take a really big belly breath in here. Let the gaze shift up overhead. Unwind your twist. Knees come to center, maybe shifting the hips if they've moved, so that when you come over to the left, you are twisting right up the midline. Taking your gaze toward the right, take a full breath in. Gaze comes back to center as you release. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Wrap your hands around your shins. Lift your shoulders off of the mat. Try to tuck yourself into as small of a ball as possible. And then when you get as tight as you can, squeeze even tighter. Squeezing your fingers and your toes and your ears and your nose. There. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, expand your body. Hands reaching out to the sides or down low, and the toes getting their own corners of the mat. Give the head a little rock gently from side to side, giving that natural traction to the neck. And then let the eyes begin to close and the jaw unclench if you have it. Tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth and the body begin to soften piece by piece. Feeling yourself surrender just a little bit more with each breath that you let go. Be all in right here. Try to stay. Try not to let your grocery list or to-do list come into the mind's focus here. Really try to keep yourself in the present moment. Just experiencing this resting corpse pose. In Shavasana, we let the old versions of ourselves die off. We are always creating space for the new versions of ourselves to step forth. Peeling back layer by layer of the onion. Revealing new growth. A few more moments here in this space. Maybe your breath starts to deepen. Maybe one of those deep breaths in, you start to open the eyes, let in that light. Take in your surroundings and take in all of the joy of being you. The joy of being you that gets to come to yourself and your practice anywhere, anytime, just by opening your eyes and looking around you. Maybe let a smile come on the face as you breathe in deeply. Take the arms up overhead and the legs nice and long. Close the eyes again, draw it back in. And exhale, begin to bend into the knees and rock yourself onto your favorite side. It doesn't matter which. Feel yourself resting here. Imagine letting those old pieces of you that are no longer useful sort of fall off of you and into the mat. And then as you're ready, begin to press up into the mat and you lift your way into a nice, comfortable seat. Crossing the legs or not, letting the eyes be closed or open. Hands come together in front of your heart. Bow your chin to your chest, honoring that light deeper than you. The light that knows all truth and is beyond all worry and all grief. The light that is connected to all other light, connected to source and connected to love. That very same light is in me. And I honor and I bow to you for sharing yours with me today. May your lights grow and continue to bless and multiply all that we have, give and receive. Namaste. My friends, it was so good to see you.
Thank you so much, Kristen. That was